All right, well let's kick this off. We've got some great stuff for you guys tonight. And if I can figure out how to share my screen with you, we're just gonna dive right in. And who said that they were wanting to know more about Jamaica? Oops, I need to flip my screen here. Hang on one second, guys. Tammy, who is that who wanted to know more about Jamaica?
That was Miss Kayla Martin.
Ooh, well, she is going to hear all about this. So the big announcement was that Avon made it a little bit easier for you to achieve. So all of those got just announced when everyone was in Maui. So we need to cover that, right? We need to cover this. So let's talk about Make It to Jamaica. Are you guys seeing one slide, or are you seeing two on my screen?
I'm seeing
two. Oh, good. I don't know why it's doing that. How about now?
No, that's good.
Oh, yay. Good, good, good. Good, perfect. All right, guys. So let's talk about this. Tammy, do you want to kick us off talking about Jamaica, or do you want me to?
I can do it. Are you?
Do it, girl.
Ready? So, you know, first of all, I want to say, I mean, the pictures coming in from Maui, oh my gosh, I want to be there. I don't know about you. The sand and the palm trees and the blue clear water, and oh my gosh, the wind blowing, everybody in their fancy outfits, and oh my gosh, last night I think it was, or this morning, 1:30 in the morning, Avon USA announced all of the winners for Los Cabos when their names went into a drawing for the dual elixir that was sold, and the top sellers of that, and what excitement. So I know that they also talked about Jamaica. And, you know, if you're one of those people sitting back and saying, you know, I wish I would have tried harder to make that Maui trip. Well, let's not let Jamaica slip through your fingers, because I'm telling you, it is so achievable. So for 2018 President's Club to David H. McConnell members, we're going to talk about what was the original. So the original was trip for one. You needed to meet personal sales goal, which they sent you your goals in an email. And the minimum was $15,000 from campaign 1 to campaign 26. And then 25% of personal sales goal had to be online sales. Now, if you wanted to win the trip for two, earn the trip for two, meet personal sales goal of, again, minimum $15,000, but here was the kicker. You needed 50% of those sales to be online. So we thought, okay, we need more people. We heard what you were saying. So we need more people to go to Jamaica. We want this trip to be achievable. So here's the new way to earn. Your sales will exceed your original Make It to Jamaica personal sales goal by 10%, okay? That's the trip for one. But look at the beautiful part. Online sales goals only $2,000. I mean, let's look at that. Let's just take that real quick. I did this earlier, but I can't remember what the answer was. So $2,000 divided by 26 campaigns, you only need $76.92 per campaign to make the online sales, okay? So you might think, I know, but my sales goal was already kind of high. So we're going to share with you tonight how to also quickly get that trip to Jamaica and not wait to the last campaign, okay? So let's just look at $15,000. If you took $15,000, okay, and you divide that by 26, that's $576.92 per campaign, right? So take that, and you're going to times that by 10%, the new way, right? So what's that, Lane? $100 or $1,500 more dollars?
It is.
So it's 16,000. Help me with my math. 150?
16,500.
500. Okay. So 16,500. That is it. That is not that much more in sales. Okay. So what we do is we take today and we plan, what do I have right now as far as campaign 8, campaign 9's going in, and what do I need and how am I going to get there? So it's all about a plan. And then listen, a trip for 2 is also achievable. So the new way to earn is exceed your original Make It to Jamaica personal sales goal by 20%, and your online sales goal is only $3,000. To me, if you're taking someone with you, a friend, a family member, well, shouldn't they help you get half of that online sales goal and half of that goal? Of course they should. So many ways, Lane, to make this trip happen. Can you give us some advice?
Yeah, the first thing that pops into my head is, I hear 15,000 and wow, that could be a lot, right? That could be a lot. But, we really have to figure out a way to break it down and make it a lot more simpler. So, a lot of things have been going digital, which is great. It's not the only tool in our belt, and Avon is aware of that, but it is a great tool in our belt to be using to reach more people without having to physically do it ourselves. And I also, when I think about that too, how else has Avon made, making money and making an impact on our communities better? Well, that's with online fundraising, right? So online fundraising or profit sharing, whatever you want to call it, however it will spend to get someone interested in making sure that they use Avon for it, is, they share a link. People shop with the things that they're already going to purchase with a link. So it's a really great way to meet and reach anybody over the United States, and doing it the simplest way and having Avon work and ship everything out. That's where I instantly think about is fundraising. Who can we help? Right? Who can we help? Who needs an opportunity because we have it, and those people can help drive our sales. So that's a great thing too. And then Tammy, I also think about, everyone on here is a leader too. There's another way that they can actually get there too, being a leader, and fundraising is a huge key to it. It's not about, organizations you work with, but it's also about the people on your team and who they know and what organizations could be benefited from it too as well. So there's a lot of ways that this can help it, and doing one fundraiser that is promoted the correct way really can just blow your socks off. It is amazing what can actually happen with those. So, keep thinking about things and thinking outside of the box too. And we're going to go over maybe some more ways too when we talk a little bit later, but let's dive in a little bit to making it to Jamaica with the team goals. So, I'm sorry, this is for President's Club and Inner Circle members. We want to make sure we posted your goals too as well, because they have exceeded just a little bit. I'm sorry, did I skip over something, Tammy?
So Kayla has a question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought I heard someone pop in, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. She said, my sales goal for a trip for 2 is $34,364, and online sales is $3,000. Do I need to sell $3,000 online and $34,364 face-to-face, or does online count toward that goal? Good question.
That is a super good question. The base for your online, if you don't have a prior year, is 15,000, and 2,000 of it needs to be online. So you're looking at a minimum of 13,000 sales face-to-face and a minimum of 2,000 online. So it does total that top one. Did I answer that question correctly?
Yes. So yes, Kayla, you don't have to go above your personal sales goal. The online sales is included in that. So
yes,
you're going to make it, girl.
Yes, you are. And she did put in there, she's pretty sure she's already made it. And we're going to talk about that tracking here in just a second. But we didn't want to forget about our President's Council and Inner Circle members, because we are always looking for more of them. The original goal for them was to have 25% of their online sales goal. Avon has actually changed that, where their goal is increased by 10%. or they sell $121,000, whichever is greater, an online sales goal of 1,000. And usually a President's Council or Inner Circle has a different type of business just because of the volume that they're actually doing. So keep it in mind, just hearing our representatives, because we are here for you guys and wanting to do something that makes sense and works for you too as well. So let's kind of give some examples real quick, because Kayla did have a great question on there. How do we know how close we are, right? Well, we're leaders and we get a great little tool called Vibe that is absolutely free. And let's keep that in mind, because some direct selling companies make you pay for it, which is crazy. But this is a great tool. In your right-hand column, you can actually edit what you see in Vibe. And there is a Make It to Jamaica tab that you can drag out. And that way you can make sure that you're tracking every time that you look into Vibe on what your personal sales goal is and what your team sales goals are. Because you can earn a trip for two in both categories. So let's cover this real quick. We have got a leader number one. She is on your left, and she has got a personal sales goal of $29,551. She also has currently her online goal is $36,004. We have this highlighted because you will find in Vibe that it is not updated with the change yet. Okay, so that is why they are highlighted. So the goal of what her personal sales goal is correct, but what we need to do from the previous slide is increase it by 10%, right? So we're going to take 29,051 and we're going to times it by 10%. So she needs to have an increase over that by $2,905. So her new sales goal is $31,956. Okay, Avon will update this, but just so you know how to kind of calculate it out. The online sales is going to be your bright pink, and her base goal of that is going to be $2,000. So that's our personal sales goal, and this is a representative that is Honor Society and above from last year. So it looks a little bit different as far as her goal goes. Now, if you look down below that, it says that her team goal is $746,258. If you take a look at this graph, the light pink is all of her team from sales on youravon.com, okay? And the bright pink is anything on her team from online sales. Now, we know for her to achieve this for the leadership segment, she's got to have all 4 segments highlighted, right? And then the bright pink has to be highlighted in just this 25% category in order for her to earn a trip for 1. If she wants to earn the trip for 2, the bright pink needs to cover this second segment. So it is broken down into quarters so you can see how close you are to actually hitting that goal. So definitely a great thing to look at. Your representatives also have this tracking under their incentives too as well. And if you look, you can actually search anyone in your downline right from your own tracking. So you can see how close anybody is within just a few clicks, which is awesome. So is it okay if we move over to another leader that just has the original base goal because she wasn't in President's Club prior year? Let's take a look at that. That base goal of $15,000, which many of you and even our representatives, that is their base, is this $15,000 mark, okay? Same thing with the bright pink and the light pink. It is gonna be broken up so that way they know how close they are to that goal. So she has got $15,000 in sales. She's got to have a 10% increase of that. So really the new goal is $16,500. And then $2,000 of that has to be online. So you'll be able to track very easily your team and seeing how they are doing. So we're waiting for Avon to update that. We wanted to make sure that we definitely addressed it. And then if you look down below, every base goal for leadership is $200,000 if you haven't had a prior year. So that is what this leader's goal is. You can tell that she is only $26,000 towards that goal, but she is trying her best to get there. So let's kind of think about this a little bit. Tammy had told you earlier that, you know, there's a lot of ways to break down these sales goals of $15,000, right? Well, I like to look at it as, yes, we can break it down, or we can multiply it, okay? How many people do you know, or how many people are even on your team right now that would love a trip to Jamaica? Do any of you have anybody that would like to go? Got a few heads shaking. Well, guess what? They can go. And fundraising is a great opportunity to do that because they can help give back to the community. They can do it all online, so they're not boxing anything up. But just think about it. If you had 10 friends that wanted to go, and by the way, that sounds like a great time in Jamaica, 10 friends that wanted to go, that's a $150,000 business right there. Just with your 10 friends wanting to go to Jamaica, you're only $50,000 away from hitting that team goal and having another friend come with you. So keep in mind, these numbers are just to break down. We wanted to show you a great example of what those kind of look like. Tammy, tell me anything else that I have missed or maybe we did not hit on this. Or are we looking good?
You know, Lane, I was just sitting here thinking, you know, some of these people were not here last year, right? Well, even your friends, okay, your 10 friends. So to me, $557.70 is all you need each campaign in face-to-face sales, and $76.92 is all you need for online sales each campaign. But you know, you can pass that up by doing a $5,000 fundraiser. So look how much that's going to take off your sales. I mean, it's blowing my mind that I could sell, not me, but you personally, could sell $557.70 and win a trip and earn a trip to Jamaica. That just blows my mind. Why wouldn't anyone want to go? So just think about how easy this is right now. But Lane, if they wait till campaign 18, campaign 20, then the stress is going to happen and you know, you might not make it. But right now, today, you can achieve this. And if you need us one-on-one, that's what we're here for, to figure out these numbers and to sit down with you and your team. I just think that today start making a plan, because I just believe that this is so achievable for each and every one of these people that are on this call and the ones that are listening to this call later on. I just believe it's so achievable.
And it's all starting with today, making that plan. So you know, let's get to it. Let's start making a plan. Who on your team is interested in going, and let's chat with them. Find out what their goals are and break it down. So, and Tammy and I are here to partner with you, and Kathy too, for any of those things. So, questions on Jamaica. Exciting, right? Who's ready to go? I want to go. All right, well, let's move on to the next stuff that's getting ready to come up, because we've got more for you guys tonight. So in the chat box, or holler at me, tell me number 1, 2, or 3. What's your preferred free gift for your perfect glam gift? Talk to me, ladies. Which one is your favorite bundle?
I don't know if it's me, but I can't see what you're sharing.
Is there anybody else that can't see my screen?
I see you. Maybe it's just me, but. Oh, she says she sees it. Okay.
Well, let's throw it back up there, girl. How about now?
Oh, I can see it now.
Oh, I'm just here to take care of you, Tammy.
Thank
So,
you.
what is your favorite bundle on the screen, ladies? 1, 2, or 3? Let's hear from you. Sherry on Facebook Live says number 1.
And Julie Bradley is raising her hand. So Julie, 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Number 2. All right. Sue Charlie says number 3 is her glam gig.
Mm.
And
Missy says number 1.
Yep.
Tammy, what's your favorite one?
Absolutely number 3. It has every product that I love. So
Mindy has number 2. I am very indecisive about 2 or 3, and I would probably spend 10 minutes thinking about it and analyzing every single product and what one I would think I would get more for my money. And then at the end of the time, I would go, well, I know what everything in number 2 does. And because I've used a vitamin C before in the past, before Avon, so I know that product, I know that works. Like, I would go with the safety option after I heavily analyzed everything.
So Diane, Nola Hatcher's raising her hand. So Nola, tell us, Diane, what is it?
Nola, it's number 3, she says. Number 3.
All right, number 3.
Mixture. So, ladies, God, it's been a week. It's been a week with these new free gifts with your $30 sign up. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Do we have any success stories out there? Any success things that have happened? It's been a week. Do we have any action?
Anyone signed up?
Anybody? Any new team members?
New sign up and the free gift? Nope, not yet.
Right, well, so Nola says nope, not yet. So let's think back in the past week. How many times have you said, well, hey, do you know that it's only $30 and you also get a free sign-up gift? How many times have you said that in last week?
Here.
Sue says 3 of my team members each had a new one. That's exciting. Congratulations, Sue.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sue, I know you're typing in the chat box, but let us know if there was any magical words or successes or anything maybe new that you found out with this new sign up. Sherry says, I have 2 Alma leads that are calling me tomorrow to sign up. Awesome, Sherry. Congratulations, girl. I wonder which free gift that they'll pick with their $30 sign up. Yeah, right? Great question. So Sherry Boyd says that she's had sign up 5 Alma leads in the last 2 weeks. Hey, congratulations, Sherry.
Congratulations.
So were they all 5 the $30 or the 25? Because that's awesome. That is so awesome. So what words are you ladies using for this? Have they changed in the last week? What is some of the verbiage that you've been toying with?
Sherry says that 4 of those were the $30 signups.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love that, Sherry. So were these all for new people or were they people that you have contacted before in the past? Sorry, Sherry, I come with a lot of questions. They were all new, exciting. Sherry, if you want to type in the chat box, was there anything that you said, or maybe it was a text message, or maybe how you got them started? Maybe it was a face-to-face interaction. You know, tell us a little bit about that. I know you're chatting in the chat box with me.
And I'm just curious, Lane.
Please.
When these 4 new people start, and someone answer besides Lane, do they get to be in the Kickstart program that we had before?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Sue says yes too. Yes, that hasn't changed. Your job as a leader and a mentor and a new fun name that we're going to share with you in a little bit is to take that new person and figure out what it is that they need. How is it do they see themselves making money with this? Is it face-to-face traditionally? Maybe it's more reaching out online. Our job to help them get started is to really find out what it is that they want and how to put money in their pocket as quickly as possible, because that's how they place orders and that's how they stay. So we had someone, I think Tammy, you shared this with us. Jennifer had said this and I loved it. No representative is the same. We have to know the representative in order to figure out what it is they want and how they see themselves doing it. There's no cookie cutter way of doing it. And I love that because no one on this call is a cookie cutter representative or a leader for that matter. We are all very, very different, have very different styles for our business. So if you guys don't mind, we would love to take you guys the next step into this and let's talk about some of those words. Sherry stated that she started with a text message, then showed a pic of what they were getting. Oh, I love that. I haven't heard that one yet. They got excited over the products and over the speed where they could get started. That is exciting. That is so exciting because these products are awesome and they're free, right? Love that. So on that message of what Sherry says, let's take one step deeper into this now that we've been in it for a week and see if we have any testimonials. We're going to share words first. Sorry about that. So Avon shared with us a couple of things, and I want to make sure that we kind of go over some words to be using, all right? We want to make sure that we are definitely taking part.
Hey.
Can you guys see my screen? It cut out for some reason.
No, we can see faces.
Oh, well, hello, all my faces. So I don't know why it just cut out on me. I'm so sorry. So we want to kind of talk about some words a little bit. And we all know that we have Avon lingo, correct? So let's kind of talk about those words just a little bit. There is no longer a sign-up kit. How do we feel about that? It's now you sign up. It's a $30 sign up. Can we all say it out loud? It's a $30 sign up.
Sign up.
Free gift.
Woo, I like the free gift.
I love a free gift. Is that going to be hard though?
You know, Lane, at Sam's, I pay $45 to join. And I don't get a free gift.
They don't give you a free warm fuzzy with it?
I don't get anything free unless I go on the sample day. But
right.
you know, think about that. Think about other companies and how much you have to pay. So $30 is really a good price. It is. And then you're getting a free gift of $80 worth of products.
Absolutely. That's a great example, Tammy. Who else pays for a membership of something besides like Costco or Sam's? I pay for a gym membership.
Me too.
There's no free gift with that.
No, it's a lot of work. And there I pay $55 for a gym membership.
Right? Absolutely. So taking it maybe a little step further, you know, this is a one-time fee. They don't have it every single year. They don't have to pay for a website. They don't have to pay for any of those extra additional things. It's a one-time thing. So one and done, and they get a free gift. So let's make sure we practice that. There's no more kit. It's just a $30 sign up and a free gift. How about no more e-store? It's just an online store. How many of us use e-store all the time? Guilty. It's an online store. It's easier to understand because an e-store is Avon lingo. So just an online store. And then talking about, you're going to start seeing a lot of things switch from an Avon mentor to an Avon advisor. You are an Avon advisor. Doesn't that sound easy?
I love it.
Like, you are the best person with products ever, and you just advise people on it. There's no, like, like that leadership word. Oh my gosh. It's just an advisor, right? And then you've probably already seen this next one on your online store. I about said e-store right there. The brochure turned to book. It's the book. So that's new and different. And then I want you guys to try this. Say this with me. Instead of saying my team, be a part of the Avon Nation.
That sounds
So
so much bigger.
Tammy, instead of joining my team, become a part of the Avon Nation.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's huge.
And if you've been watching any of those videos from Maui, they've been saying Avon Nation over and over and over and over again, and they have just been cheering. It's been so fun to watch. So ladies, chat me up. Allison, Julie, Sherry, tell me about how you guys are talking about these words, because they are new. Do we think that incorporating some new lingo is going to be a little bit fun and a new twist on things?
So Sherry Boyd has her hand raised.
Talk to us, Sherry.
Well, I've already changed the kit, the e-store, and the brochure. I already used those words. Changing the advisor, that sounds much more professional. And Avon team to Avon Nation, that really makes us sound like a bigger organization, and that we are really more of a close-knit group, and that we're always there for each other. People really, they appreciate that, knowing that there's always going to be somebody there, that you're not there, all by yourself. There's always a phrase that our team's got: you may be in business by yourself, but you're not there by yourself.
Absolutely.
You're for yourself, but not by yourself.
That's right, Sherry. I like that.
And,
great words, Sherry. Love.
So, this kind of a switch over is really going to professionalize all of our wording.
I love that. I didn't even think about like professional. I just thought it sounded better. So I like that you're using that word, professional. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's what you guys are. You're business owners. So let's, make sure that we're using verbiage that everyone understands, and we say it in a way where automatically we gain respect and market share visibility, because that's what we present. So love that. Sherry girl, you nailed that one. Awesome. Great stuff. Well, let's take it a step further, shall we? Let's work on that professionalism just a little bit too. So I've got leader 1 and leader 2. So I'm going to read you 2 things, and let's just say our leader named Betty Sue, she has received an Alma lead, which I am sure most of you on this call are listening back to definitely have either gotten in the past or currently get them. And let's just see the difference between these 2 examples. And I want you, after I get done reading, tell me what you hear, okay? Hey, this is Betty Sue, National Advisor. I am excited to hear that you're ready to earn money. By sharing your free online link with family and friends, I can show you how you can get paid in just 2 days. It's only a $30 sign up, and you get to choose a free gift just with a free gift. Let's get you earning money right away as an #Avon rep. Tell me what's stopping you from announcing your new side hustle with family and friends today. Here's an example what your free website could look like. She's sharing her online store. Visit startavon.com. Use reference code Betty Sue. So ladies, come off mute. Tell me how what is your first reaction? What would you say if someone sent that to you?
Tell me more.
Woo! My favorite phrase.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone
Who else
else?
said something?
You know what?
Any other thoughts?
I like, Lane, that I get paid in 2 days. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. I
Right?
need some money this weekend. How can I get paid in 2 days?
That's faster than ship it.
And national
Absolutely.
Show me the free gift.
advisor.
Ah, I'm a national advisor. Anything else in here catch your eye?
Go ahead, Sue.
How much? What are the free gifts?
Oh, you want to know about free gifts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like free things. Absolutely. So should we compare it to something so you can see the difference?
Absolutely.
Tammy, I love it. You're on board.
I'll read this. I'll read this for
Oh,
you.
you're going to read it? Okay.
Let me read this.
Okay.
So this is Avon National Advisor Betty Sue. Thank you for your interest in becoming an Avon rep. Avon asked me to contact you and assist you in getting started. I'm thrilled to help you start your Avon journey. What are your goals with Avon? You can earn 40% on your first order. What an awesome way to start your own business. I'm here to help you get started and answer your questions. Join Avon here and start for only $30 and earn 40% on everything.
Tammy, you spoke that beautifully, by the way.
What's the difference? And which one would you like to hear from? I mean, what would you respond to? Leader 1 or leader 2?
I think leader 2 is easier to say no to.
Why is that?
Well, yeah, she asks, what are your goals? But she kind of buzzes right on by it.
Yeah.
It's kind of lost in the rest of the conversation. There's no mention of the free gift. And it's just kind of, it's all about her. It's not about the person that's signing up.
So it's not really very personal.
Not I there.
Right. And there's 2 people that raised their hand, but it didn't tell me who. So go ahead. We love your comments.
Yes.
Anyone else have an opinion? Leader 1 or leader 2? Which one would you use? Which verbiage would you use? Leader 1 or leader 2?
I think they found their mute button too handy, don't you, Tammy?
Yeah, you all can come off mute.
Chat in the chat box. Which one are you going to take a picture of and tweak to make it your own?
Okay.
From what I see, based on both of those, they could be used in different situations. So, I mean, 1, it says, I'm excited to hear that you're ready to earn money, which would be a warm lead, and 2 could be used for a colder lead.
Maybe an almond lead. Right.
I like that you
Like
said
that.
that. So let's talk about these and break them down just a little bit. So I did not pull these out of thin air at all. These are actual things that leaders send to people who are alma leads or maybe a personal or something. So that's what's exciting here. You hear some different styles, and I did mold some together so no one would know who they are. But the thing is with this, there is a lot of different stuff happening here. So how many times did I mention the word Avon in the first one versus the second one? I see people counting. I used Avon a lot in the second one, right?
Yeah.
Versus the first one, you don't hear anything about Avon until I hashtag Avon rep. And hopefully if I have someone digitally savvy, maybe I do, maybe I don't, they will actually search hashtag Avon representative and see what it is that we're about. So that's a fun thing to do. Or you can just put Avon representative. Another thing is, you know, we have another term that we've used a lot, and it's called waving that Avon flag. We have an opportunity that is the best opportunity in the direct selling nation. We also have the best products in the direct selling nation. And sometimes when people hear about things, whether it is a company, whether it is a fitness routine, whether it's a product, whether it is a vehicle, they have a preconceived notion about a vehicle based on a past experience or based on a past of what someone they knew experienced. We have to change that. We have to show them what we offer before we offer our name, because our opportunity is the best out there. We can get you paid in 2 days. You literally can sign up. You don't have to waste any time. You can make money that night. So we need to wave that around. People are looking for side hustles and glam gigs like Uber. They're shopping for people's groceries, for heaven's sakes. And they're doing all of this labor intensive stuff when they can be sitting on their couch and sharing links, talking about products, posting on Instagram, emailing family and friends they haven't spoken to in a while. So keep that in mind. We need to waive the opportunity before we waive Avon, because the minute she tries up one of our products, we know she's going to be hooked. So how do we get that in their hands? So let's talk about the opportunity more. Let's talk about what's in front of them. And this might just be me, but I've heard several people talk about, well, I got an Alma lead and they said that they didn't ask for anything information about Avon. Has that happened to anybody? Anybody? No? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 times. So how about if they filled something out online to get their name in our system and for that lead to come through? They filled out something. They were looking for some opportunity. Okay, we have an opportunity for them. So let's enhance that opportunity to them and let them see what is it that they need. And this is what we offer. Does it match that? Because at the end of the day, if we can fulfill that, the company is going to stand strong. So a little bit of a breakdown of a little bit. And I also am a huge fan of, here's an example of what your free website could look like. So maybe she's not interested in becoming a representative at the moment. She could become a customer. We wouldn't hate on that at all, would we?
No.
No, not at all. So we're going to ask you this question, and this is going to be your call to action. We're going to ask you to look at what you are sending, what you are leaving voicemails of, and is it your best opportunity with Avon that you can present? You've also received a fun message from Tammy and I today promoting this call tonight because we have an awesome announcement and we still haven't told you what it was yet, but we wanted to get you excited about being on there. So how cool was it that you heard our voices and it came across Facebook Messenger? It's another actual touch that you can use in order to reach people without them having to read. It's more of a personal contact. So that was a fun little thing to try, just throwing it out there too as well. So now that we've kind of talked about this, what do you see yourself doing moving forward now that you do have a new opportunity on your hands? And what is it that you need to do? Do we have any takers on taking a look at what they send to their leads or past leads, and maybe you want to do a little revamping?
So I'm excited, Lane, to hear
Yes.
once they send this leader 1 or leader 2, once they start sending this out, I would love to hear from you all. What kind of responses are you getting? I mean, send it out tonight to people that you know that would like to earn money. And even ask them about, would you like to go with me to Jamaica? You could put that in there. So Diane says she wants to change her verbiage. I know Diane gets a lot of Alma leads too. And then Alice says that she's been sending the number 2.
Perfect.
Nothing's happening, so she wants to change it. I love it, Alice.
Yeah, and that's another great thing too, Alice. Give yourself feedback. Hey, is what I'm doing working? And if it's not, let's change it a little bit. Let's mix
Absolutely.
it up. And maybe you have a couple of little scenarios that you send out, just to keep it fresh and new. So keep that in mind. You can save those to your phone too. But it's all about an image. And I spoke to you a little bit ago about, our brand, our image. Someone might have a preconceived notion about it. But when you look at it, how do you brand yourself? Because Avon is re-imaging their brand. But let's talk about you and how you brand yourself.
So Sue would like for you to go back to the last slide really quick so she can take a picture of it.
Well, anything for Sue.
That's right, Sue. Get your picture, girl.
And you should make sure you're sharing it. Share with your team.
Share. She's good about sharing with her team.
Sue, can you give me a thumbs up when you're good to go, or a high five or something?
So Kitty,
so we do encourage you to take a picture of this, and you don't have to use this exactly, but tweak it and make it you.
And Kitty Lewis says, I will definitely make changes. I've always had poor luck with Alma leads. So good. I'm glad she's making changes. And, I believe, Kitty, this will help. I really do. She loves this new verbiage. So exciting.
Yeah. Keeping it. It's like a fresh new business, right?
Okay.
You are a national advisor. So, Tammy, let's wrap up tonight about branding ourselves just a little bit, shall we?
Absolutely. So I'm so excited to tell you a little more about branding and your online store and branding you. So what exactly is branding, and what does branding mean in business? Does anyone know?
It would mean
Someone was.
You hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
It would mean that you are saying that, like, I wear Avon clothing, or I have a purse that says Avon. The bag that we got at Rep Fest last year. I carry that a lot with me wherever I go. I'm just saying that somebody can see that I have certain type of clothing on or something that they can pretty well see what I'm about.
Absolutely, Rhonda. Absolutely. And, our first impression is always, like a firm handshake, a professional attire, So that's our first impression usually. You really want to make a good first impression, right? So today, that's no longer enough to do just the firm handshake, because you don't want other people to, if you don't brand yourself, someone else will, is what we should say, okay? So there's a lot of beauty companies out there. There's a lot of networking companies out there. So we want to be the ones that are on top, because we do have the best products and the best representatives, right? So how do we brand ourselves? So one way, what Rhonda said, so wearing the Avon fashion, wearing the skincare, people are going to notice your makeup. They're going to notice that, oh my gosh, she's always dressed so cute. That's car decals. Yep, Marie, that's right. And so one way that you really want to brand yourself, it keeps you current in the field. It opens doors for you and creates an impression, right? So you want an impression about Avon. So you want people that look at you and say, oh my gosh, I love that top. It's Avon. Oh, I love your earrings. It's Avon. So after a while, they're going to get to know you, and they're going to say, hey, is that Avon? I would love to have one of those. So it is about wearing the products. It is about having the car decals. But like Lane was saying, you don't always want to wave that Avon flag. So how else could you brand yourself? Well, some things that I've really learned and I want to teach you is Number one, you want to define your brand and become an expert of that brand. Okay, so take the time to do some soul searching and determine exactly who you are and what makes your brand. So is it that you love the clothing? Is it that you love the skincare or the fragrance, or you love it all? Whatever it is, you are showing that on your Instagram, on your Facebook, face to face, when you're out and about, you're always talking about what you love. So find out what that is, what you love, okay? Number two is establish a presence. You being Googled by friends, colleagues, and potential customers. So make your brand content what people find when they Google your name. Okay. So just like the hashtag Avon Rep, maybe you put a picture of the new Honey Blossom fragrance and you hashtag Avon fragrance. You hashtag love this fragrance. You hashtag family. Whatever you hashtag, when someone goes and looks up fragrance, your name's going to come up and they're going to see who you are. Okay. It's going to give you more followers on Instagram. Another thing is generate brand awareness through networking with other people. One thing that I've learned is when you're on Facebook, when you like a picture, make sure you're loving that picture and that you are commenting, hey, I love the way your family is always out having fun. I've had someone say that to me because I'm at Disney. You know, I'm taking my kids to go see waterfalls in West Virginia. You know, different things like that. How I'm branding myself is I like to have fun. So then people want to join my team or join what I'm doing, right? So I hashtag waterfalls. So people will research and say, okay, I want to see where these waterfalls are that they're going to. And my name comes up. So then they look at me and it says Avon. So then they start looking through and I'm getting in their algorithm while we're doing that. And that's when you're searching through your Facebook or searching through your Instagram. And, you know, every day we're looking through there to see what people are doing, what pictures they have. So you get on top of their page by just hashtagging something and they research you. Okay. So another thing is remember the 3 C's. This is probably the most important one. The 3 C's are clarity. So make sure you're clear about what you're trying to portray, what you're trying to say. Consistency. How can I be consistent of posting something every day? And I will tell you some brilliant ideas from other representatives is they're taking their team and they are doing photo shoots, enough pictures for 2 weeks in Avon fashion, Avon jewelry, Avon products, not really saying the name Avon, but having the Avon product holding it, okay? And then what they do is they set that up on a schedule with maybe buffer.com, with your Avon social. You can also do that through ManyChat on Facebook. But you schedule that so every day one of those pictures is going out on Facebook. You could be in Jamaica and your business is still running, okay? You are branding yourself every day and you're not actually doing the work every day. You've done it all in one day. You see what I'm saying? So you're working smarter and not harder. So something else, the third one is constancy. You want to constantly be on the front page. You want to constantly put your face out there. It's not about just taking a picture of a product in a book. It's about you having fun and smiling with that product. Maybe it's your kids or your grandkids in a bathtub in bubbles and you're showing the kids bath bomb. You're showing the shampoo, the detangler, the kids. You're handing your child a Easter basket, okay, with Avon products in it. You don't have to wave the Avon flag. They're going to see what that is. So those are 3 things that if you concentrate on clarity, constancy, and consistency, then you're going to be successful in branding yourself. Number 5 is get feedback from those who you know best. Those that are going to tell you the truth, not just what you want to hear. But let them go on your page. And what do they see? Do they see fun? Do they see just pictures of products? Or maybe they don't see anything at all. They just see complaining. Maybe you want them to tell you what they see. How are you branding yourself through social media? So think about that. These days, branding the company you work for isn't enough. The world wants to hear what you have to say and what you're doing in life. And the best way I can describe this is I have 2 kids, 15 and 21. What do they do when they get home from school or home from work? They are constantly watching YouTube. They are looking at Instagram. They're looking at Facebook. They're hours watching people, what they're doing in their life. So live videos of people taking care of their baby, of people styling their hair. My oldest daughter, how is this person working out? What is she drinking? What is that protein shake? How she lost 30 pounds? So they want to hear your personal business, okay? So it's not just about your company. You want to brand yourself. So I see, Sherry, you have a raised hand. So I would love to hear your question. Anyone have a question or a comment about branding?
I love everything that you said, Tammy, because it's true. People want to know, even if it's on social media or even when they see you, they want to know what's up, what's going on. Because that's, if you see someone in the grocery store, what's the first thing they ask you? How are you doing? They want to know what's going on in your life. Social media is just a different way of portraying that. So I love everything that you said, Tammy.
Thank you. And I love this picture right here. Brand you. It's about your image. What is your mission in life? What are your values? And what is your vision? One thing is stay positive. Some people share a little too much on social media. That could turn people away. So that's why when I said you want to ask people that you know, when they look at you, ask them, how am I branding myself? What do you see when you see my social media? What does that say to you? Because we might need to make some changes, or we might need to step it up a little bit. And live videos and commenting on Facebook and on Instagram will get you on top of someone's algorithm. So whenever they're going through and they're looking at Facebook, you're going to start coming up, especially if it's someone you haven't seen for 25 years. Think about that. Who's 10 people today that I could go on their page that I haven't seen them on Facebook, that I could go like a picture and say, oh my gosh, your grandchild is beautiful. So give them a compliment. So what can you all do today to start branding yourself? I'd love to hear from you.
Hey, Tammy.
Yes.
I was on the call on Tuesday where you shared this, and I was really excited. So I went back and I started hashtagging some of my pictures on Instagram, and I'm going to tell you my followers have increased. I have 15 new followers just today.
Yay!
I know.
Awesome.
Crazy. I'm just saying it works, ladies. It does. So, I mean, and these are people that I never would have thought to follow. And I've gone out to a couple of them and looked through and done the heart and then made a comment, a genuine comment. So, it's there. But
absolutely. And when you're looking at those hashtags, Mindy, too, don't forget about your hobbies. Don't forget about those interested, because if you love rock climbing and, you're taking a picture of maybe, you with, a new dress on or something, but keep in mind, if someone searches, rock climbing, then guess what? They're going to connect you. So don't forget about those hobbies too as well when you're hashtagging, because those are things that interest you, and that's going to interest other people, and you might have more like things in common.
Very true.
And Mindy, I love what you said, because we started this a few months ago and started with the hashtagging, because I didn't understand what hashtag was. My kids had to teach me. But on Instagram, the rule is you don't want less than 11 hashtags or more than 30. And you also can work smarter instead of harder by you can share whatever you put on Instagram. It will also share to your Facebook at the same time. So there's a way to also do that when you're on Instagram, and you just have to kind of search through the settings. But when you click on open up the Facebook, whatever you put on Instagram will also go on your Facebook. So you don't have to do two things. You can just, it also probably could share to your Twitter, which I don't have one, but just think about that. So every Friday or every Sunday at a certain time, make sure that you are being consistent and constant and clear about what you're doing. And it's going to start branding you, and you're going to see more followers, more customers, more people that want to join the Avon Nation. It is definitely going to help you be successful. So any questions about anything that we went over tonight, because our time is up, but we would love to answer any of your questions.
We recorded this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we will have a replay. So I'm glad, Rhonda, you asked that. I'm sure that you all want to share this with your teams. And we always have a surprise like today, and trying to teach you something new. And our next call will be May the 9th, the first Thursday in May at 8:30 for leaders and above, so bronze ambassadors or above. And then we also always have a promoter and star promoter the Tuesday before at 8:30. And we try to organize the PowerPoints or what we're going to teach you by what level you are and how long you've been with Avon. So, oh my goodness, I love seeing this. Look how many faces are on, Lane. And
I think our little Facebook Messenger message, I think it did. I think we got a few more intrigued people tonight, which is fun. And apparently they like hearing our voices.
So what I wanted to say real quick to end this is, you also can send a message out on Facebook Messenger if you want to have a team call, a Zoom call, you want someone to meet you for coffee, whatever it is. You can share it with everyone in your group. We did one message and then we sent it to everybody. We didn't have to repeat that message each time. So that's also something, if you would like to learn. You can Google that, or we could show you how it's very simple. And what, Lane, it took us 2 minutes to do. So definitely got more attendance.
So much quicker than sending a text message to everybody. Like, you literally just kept hitting send and just went down the list too. So
how do you I put share, then I see the screen. Which one do I push?
Well, I'm going to teach you that, Rhonda. I will give you a call tomorrow and I will teach you how to do that, okay?
Call in the evening.
I will call you in the evening. Well, thank you all so much. We're so excited. I hope that you are going to go out and brand yourself and use these new sign-up words with a free gift with your glam gig and become part of the Avon Nation. So thank you all and have a great evening. Good night, everybody.
Good night, ladies.